So let's check in with meteorologist Sarah Gannon live on the weather patio for us tonight. Sarah, what are you tracking?
Well, hey guys, the weekend looking very nice here for us in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Tonight, quiet as well. As we look ahead with those weather headlines for the overnight, we'll see clouds building in, a couple chances for some spotty showers tomorrow, but summer warmth just persisting all throughout the area here this weekend and well into next week. If you're looking to get out and about here this evening, staying nice and pleasant, nice and warm, good evening to be out on the patio, maybe doing some grilling. We'll talk more about that weekend forecast ahead in your First Alert weather. We continue to look forward to more warmth this weekend, a quiet one for the region, but we are keeping an eye on the possibility of maybe a couple spotty showers in the region. More on those First Alert forecast details are ahead. We have our garden gallery winner for tonight, Pam from Rochester, with some beautiful yellow lady slipper flowers. Congratulations, Pam. You can head on over to Custom Retaining Wall and Landscaping to pick up your prize. Another garden gallery winner is ahead tomorrow evening. You can send those submissions in to garden@kttc.com. Your First Alert forecast is next.
Your First Alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
It was another beautiful day out there for our Friday, but let's talk about the next big thing, that summer warmth. It just continues. Summer certainly in full swing here as we not only move into the weekend, but next week too, continuing to see temperatures staying in the 80s. A sneak peek at the weekend forecast, something we're monitoring very closely is the possibility of a few spotty rain showers here for this weekend. I do think there might be a better chance at some rain next week. We'll talk about that here as we look forward to the next 7 to 10 days. So looking at this precip outlook, I do think we have some spotty rain chances this weekend and potentially lingering into Monday. I think it's going to remain very, very sparse in manner. Some spots maybe getting a few raindrops, other spots a quick downpour, other areas may stay entirely dry the next several days. We'll watch very closely here this weekend, but any rain we can get, we will happily take. Next week, though, I do think between especially Thursday, possibly into Friday, a chance at some straight isolated activity, maybe some thunderstorms possible on Thursday. It stays straight isolated in manner, something we're monitoring very closely here, but at least there could be a good chance at some rain possibly on the horizon. Looking at this weekend, I do think the best chance for rainfall stays west of our area into southwestern Minnesota and at northwestern Iowa. Maybe closer to the I-35 area like Albert Lee, Mason City could potentially see maybe a tenth or two of rainfall. But if you're closer to the Rochester area, maybe a couple raindrops at best if we can see any showers moving through. This weekend, pretty quiet, more cloud cover in the area, but again, monitoring those sparse rain chances. Winds will be breezy here both tomorrow and Sunday. Highs staying above average into the upper 70s and low 80s. This evening, it's quiet out there right now as we check in with your Lewis Donato live camera. We will be looking at cloud cover increasing here over the next few hours. Temperatures will stay fairly mild, dropping back into those 70s here as we move towards 9 o'clock. Let's talk about that 10-day forecast as that summer weather, like I said, continues to go on and on. Looking at a lot of low to mid 80s here for the region. And again, keeping an eye on a lot of sunshine, hoping we can squeeze out a couple raindrops. Any rain will do here. We certainly are starting to see those drier conditions up here.
And in the meantime, those sprinklers are going to be working.
Oh, yes.
Sarah, thank you.
Sports is next.
Here's one last look at that 10-day forecast as we continue to track summer weather on the way. More 80s here over the next 7 to 10 days. Rain chances staying pretty sparse, but we may have an opportunity for a few sprinkles this weekend. I think a better chance, though, maybe Thursday next week with some stray isolated shower and thunderstorms.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us for your news, weather, and sports tonight at 6 o'clock.
We'll be back again at 10, but if you are going to be out and about, we wish you a great weekend.
We are wrapping up a pretty beautiful Friday here for the region. We've been watching some cloud cover building in. Heading into this weekend, continuing to see cloudy sky on the way for Saturday into Sunday. We are tracking, though, a couple spotty showers that may be possible, especially along and west of I-35. But overall, a warm weekend in store and more above average temperatures with highs in the 80s for next week. Rain chances as a whole for the next 7 to 10 days continue to stay fairly limited, but not necessarily zero. So there might be a chance later next week. Looking at tomorrow morning, a mild start to the day there. 7 a.m. We'll look at temperatures sitting into those mid-upper 60s. And through the afternoon, we'll look to see high temperatures climbing into the upper 70s. Some low 80s possible by the afternoon. But overall, a rather cloudy day on tap for your Saturday. How your Sunday is shaping up, and I'll look ahead to next week when that next possible rain chance is. That's ahead in your First Alert forecast.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. We'll check back in soon.
I have the first alert to our next possible rain chance for us in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. However, gearing up for more summer warmth. That trend just continuing not only this weekend, but into next week as well. Sneak peek here to your Saturday. More clouds than sun. We'll talk about all those first alert forecast details next.
Here's your first alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
It certainly was a beautiful day outside today. Clouds building in. Let's talk about the next big thing, and that is more summer warmth. We just continue to see temperatures staying into the 80s, which is above average here for the area. Looking ahead to this weekend, we might have the chance at seeing a couple spotty rain showers, and I think this will be more so west of I-35, so I do anticipate to see the bulk of the weekend dry for us. However, the better chance of some rainfall looking to happen maybe later next week. So let's talk about that, because rainfall and the lack of rainfall has been a big talking point here the last few days. Heading into the next 7 to 10 days. This weekend in particular, we'll watch that chance for some spotty showers that may linger into Monday. This will stay very, very sparse in manner. Maybe a couple raindrops, maybe a quick little downpour. Some spots may stay entirely dry, so don't anticipate to see widespread rain. Better chance stays west of I-35. However, locally, I do think maybe a better opportunity for more of us in the local region to see some rainfall. We'll keep an eye on Thursday, kind of bumping up that chance here as we look ahead to Thursday for the chance at some showers, maybe some thunderstorms. We'll monitor that possibility very closely. Let's take a look at the rainfall forecast. Now, you will notice that much of the area on that lighter green, so really little to no rain. Again, maybe enough to wet the ground, and that's about it. Ideally, what this is showing you is where that better chance for rainfall will accumulate, which is off to the west, southwest Minnesota, northwest Iowa. But notice spots like Albert Lea, Mason City, they have a chance of maybe upwards of a tenth or so if we can get those rain showers happening in the area. So keeping in mind those spotty rain showers possible here this weekend, temperatures staying above average, warmer than normal in the upper 70s to low 80s. More clouds than sun is expected. Sunday, though, maybe a better chance at seeing a few breaks in those clouds. Let's take a look at that 10-day forecast here. Just a warm stretch of weather on the way. If we see upper 70s for highs on Sunday, that will be our only day into the 70s as we look at temperatures staying in those low to mid 80s. Average high this time of the year was right about 73. So should we see temps about 83, 84 degrees, we'll be looking at temperatures here in the coming week about 10 degrees or so above average. So not typically what we should be seeing here this time of the year.
A little cloudy tomorrow, but hopefully that'll keep us a little bit cooler.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been kind of uncomfortable.
A little bit.
Just thankfully it's not too humid yet.
Yes, that's the key word.
All right, thank you, Sarah.
That warm early summer weather just continues here this weekend and into next week. We'll look to see plenty more days with highs into the 80s. Taking a look at the weekend here, your 7-day forecast for Austin, Mason City, and Winona. We're looking at temperatures into those lower 80s for Saturday. Sunday, a chance at some upper 70s for high temperatures. We will watch the chance for maybe some spotty rain showers here this weekend, extending into Monday. However, I think the better chance for some shower and thunderstorm activity holds off until about Thursday next week. But notice a lot of days here in the upcoming week with temperatures in the low to mid 80s. We will stay there above average here as we even look further out to next weekend. Let's look at your first alert weather. Nick? Here's one more look at that 10-day forecast. A pretty quiet weekend for the area. Temperatures still above average into the upper 70s to low 80s. We typically should be in the low 70s here this time of year. More clouds and sun are expected both Saturday and Sunday. Sunday maybe having the better opportunity at a little bit more sun, trying to peek through those clouds. But above average temperatures continuing all throughout next week. Highs into those low to mid 80s. And you can see in that 10-day forecast there that even continues into next weekend. Rain chances pretty limited here. Maybe a few spotty rain showers possible this weekend into Monday, but I do think the better opportunity for some rainfall looking to be Thursday at this point in time. So we'll monitor that situation very closely, but that lack of rain really has been a big talking point here the last few days.
I was going to say, we need a little bit of rain. I know some areas down by you and the Fillmore County area got some rain, but up here in Rochester, we need it.
Yeah, and it doesn't take long this time of year when you do even get some rain for the ground to really saturate and take that in and dry up again.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey, we'll continue to keep you updated on both the GOP and the DFL state conventions going on throughout the weekend. From all of us at KTTC, good night.